Lovies, I hope happy Mother's Day to those that celebrate. I'm going to get some clarification. I pulled these three cards from Caitlin Keegan's beautiful illuminated tarot deck, and it's an interesting. So the cards are lovely. They're hard to shuffle, a little bit bigger and wider, but they really do clear a message. And we're going to get clarification and confirmation. Again, I'm getting another career reading unintentionally. I like to sort of see where the cards go to then direct what sort of reading or message needs to be heard by the collective. And so I'm picking up today that there is not only truth coming forth that you've been needing to hear from somebody, most likely a water sign. It also shows too, now this is the three of diamonds in her deck, but also can sort of be considered where it's the three of wands, business, partnership, clarity, collaboration. So there may be a person that you'll be collaborating with, and this opportunity will be coming forth. Now, or I was intuitively, initially thinking you'd be getting, without looking up her symbolism in her book of her deck, I actually was thinking that there was that you would get the truth about a third party. Because I actually was reading this as the Three of Cups, which can sometimes signify that, and that you would get the truth of a third party regarding a King of Cups. So we will see what that all means, and I hope everyone's been enjoying. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for subscribing, my new subscribers. On my other channel, Heart and Soul Apothecary, it's been around for years. I sometimes go live on that channel. Once I get enough subscribers on this channel, I will surely be going live here and taking questions on the air. Of course, if you want to get a rating, all those details are literally in the, oh my gosh, Spirit, hold on, I'm not ready. All those details are in the description. You get all that jazz. Okay, I do have a few openings left for next week, not many, so please be aware of that. And I am having a sale for today. So, Mother's Day, I'll let it be available for 2 weeks. Use the word Mother's Day. Details and descriptions I'll add for you to get a discount on the next 2 weeks' readings for the few dates I have open. Okay, now I am about to do something very different with this particular deck. And again, I am not in my normal shop, which is located upstairs on the second floor, where I have many of my other decks. So I'm just particularly sticking with a couple of these decks. Okay, thank you, Tarot. Please tell us, Spirit, what we have for today. Okay, someone's, now this is interesting. Someone, I've not had any coffee today. Counteracts the message here with a collaboration and being rewarded and being acknowledged for that you are doing with others. And that means work as well. But you are, I'm looking at this beautiful doggy outside, Springer Spaniel, but you're having a Six of Wands, also known as Wands, reverse. So somewhere, maybe someone in the past was a bad winner. Sure enough, this is making them nervous and cry. Maybe someone didn't treat you properly in the past, and sure enough, here you go. They're worried, they're up, maybe they're having tummy troubles, headaches, concern, up all night, can't sleep well because of the actions. Yeah, that's okay. So for whatever reason, this is clarifying, at least initially, that this is regarding about a relationship that there may have been disagreements, especially the Two of Cups is really your soul ties card, your kinship card, your soulmate card. So maybe there was a kinship that you had with somebody that went sour. And I have a feeling that it's part of their actions are being, hey, look at me, or sort of being self all about them, not about you, not about they, not about both of you. Okay? Now, let's find out why all this is about. Thank you, Spirit. Please tell us a full story. I'm going to do a Celtic spread here in a second. Well, whatever was in the past, I need to change the lighting here a little bit. Whatever was in the past is going to be completely changed because you are entering a complete new cycle. Okay? When you get the World card literally represents you have completed a particular cycle and you're now allowed to go on to get now a whole new cycle. So it's sort of as if let's say you've received, let's say you went to college and you received your bachelor's degree. Now you're in a position to get your master's degree. In other words, you're literally going up one level. Spirit, what else do we have to tell? Okay, the Ten of Wands. This is something you've been struggling a lot, but the best thing again with the Ten of Wands is that this has come to a completion. Whatever you've been struggling with almost at that point of completion. Look at that card jump. And we're immediately seeing where someone wants to come forward with encouraging words, even a proposal of sorts, an option. Maybe someone is coming. Okay, you know what? I didn't like that. I felt like I was pushed to. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, please be clear. Okay, so here's the Page of Pentacles. And again, sort of maybe related around work. I am picking up that, again, a message maybe regarding small amount of monies. You may be receiving this message soon. This might be in relation to an opportunity, proposal. Hey, would you like to do this small job for me? Something along those lines, okay? But it also could mean younger persons around you too. Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, this is a good sign. So whomever, including yourself, if you seem to have been like, love is not for me, I do not want love in my life, there has been now a change of perspective. And this is when the Eight of Cups are reversed, it's literally you're that much closer to your Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups, it's where you get all your wishes. So definitely, whatever this proposal or whatever is coming towards you, it's going to make you sort of have a fresh look on love, a fresh look on life. This is wonderful. Okay. And what is all this about? Yeah. Okay. This is really cool. So this is a Hangman reversed. Okay. So definitely there is now where there was stagnation in the past, sort of like nothing was moving, just like slow as molasses. Apparently reversed, it is now going to start to sort of pick up. It's like someone's going to have finally get their coffee. Okay, let's look at for the other confirmation cards, please, Spirit. I see you trying to sneak through. Okay, this definitely involves some sort of enterprise, or maybe this King of Cups is also referring, they could be also the same person as the King of Pentacles. We'll find out more, please. This could be you, of course, showing up as a business person. Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. One card, please, Spirit. Okay, wow. Another reading with lots of people in it. All right, so now we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. So you now have, with the exception of the Queen of Pentacles, you have 3 coin cards. So this really could be related about money. I saw you pop. And a wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. Do you have another card, please, for the Wheel of Fortune? Please tell us, Laura. Thank you, Spirit. Remember when I told you about the 3 of Cups? So there may have been maybe even someone may be drinking or partying a little bit too much. That could be yourself a little bit. Or if you're out today, be careful what you eat. Usually sometimes Mother Days are wonderful days to go out and celebrate, but you want to sort of watch it because it might be, just even a little overindulgence will get your tummy all upset. Now, here's the neat part. And then maybe, Sunday here in New England. So Monday, maybe it's a work day for you tomorrow. So here's the really cool outcome. Okay, what's this? It's the Star card. The Star card is where hope has returned to the scene, which is most wonderful. Okay, so where there have been some negativity in the past or delays in the past, there's a bright new star in the sky, so to speak. Okay, now let's get some confirmation about this entire reading. What is the world about? What is this new leveling up? So you have the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So maybe where there was some boredom or non-activity in one's, and technically sort of even love life, but again, can you please confirm to us a little bit more about the World card? My hands, people today. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. So this is definitely about, first of all, 3, 3. We have 3 threes now, okay? So 3, 3, 3. Angel numbers for you. I'll put a quick description on the details on the video. So there may be literally a new partnership of yours coming towards you. Someone definitely wants to offer you an opportunity. They see your potential. And what is the basis of this? Of the Knight of Cups down below? Wow, now you have the Knight of Rods. So there's definitely someone, and they've been delaying, and I don't know if there's travel that needs to be. The Knight of Rods or Wands can be change of residence, could be travel. Usually it's someone who's quick to take action or moves quickly, much like the Knight of the air sign, Knight of Air, but the Knight of Rods is not as cray-cray, delulu as your Knight of Air. Okay, so let's continue. What is this message to be about? Okay, it's definitely a message, okay? And it sort of kind of came in sideways. So there's been delays. So, and the Knight of Rods wanted to come in upside down too. So there's definitely been a delay of this person approaching you. Why has there been a delay? Spirit, can you tell us why there's been a delay? They've been, wow, I understand. We've now just confirmed the Ace of Swords. And one of the reasons for the delay, this is interesting because it's literally flipping and following right on top of the Eight of Cups reverse, which is where you've returned to your senses about love. You're seeking that really that fills you much more. Where maybe you were, let's say if someone was dating someone, it just didn't really. Maybe there's always quarrels, or it just somehow it was surface level. There we go. You want something deeper, which is very specific about the Eight of Cups card. And I asked for confirmation. And the reason why for the delays is that there's been some sort of sorrow, separation, divorce, missing somebody that has been occurring. And maybe this person has had to sort of resolve the sadness that they'd felt in their heart, maybe even in your heart, right? Take what resonates and leave the rest. And tell us why. What is this? Okay, now, this came in reverse, and I'm almost picking up the story that I read last week or the week before, intuitively here. The Knight of, remember I told you about that Knight of Air sign? Here he is, Knight of Swords. But he came in reverse, which is his worst position. This is someone who really, they can be liars. They can do things. They're instigators. I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. But sometimes when you come in reverse, that's what it's like. You're sort of like the imbecile, the person that doesn't care about other person's feelings. Air signs. So you have your Aquarius, your Libra. I'm missing one. Libra, Aquarius. Oh, geez Louise. Gemini. Now I know, and I dated a few Geminis, and I'm like, no more Gemini fucking eyes. I just can't. Just no. Just not for me. But there's Gemini women that I've been deep friends with that I love. So I don't know what it is about Gemini men, but there's two sides to them, and so okay, let's tell us a little bit more, Spirit. Can you please confirm what? Thank you. Wow. Talking about pulling all the court cards. King of Swords is verifying, again, another person and again with the truth. Okay, Ace of Swords refers, and the King of Swords, always it's about person who tells the truth as it is. So someone may come in and actually maybe even tell you something, and you didn't get the Page of Swords just yet. So they may truth. And what is this Knight of Pentacles, please? Thank you. Virgo sign, reiterated by the Knight of Pentacles. So that may be your earth sign or someone who is knowledgeable, learning more about a subject. The Hermit is also someone who obviously maybe be in isolation, per se, or self-isolation, where they sort of go on literally into hermit mode. But it's also a card of when you are seeking answers, usually the answers are within you, okay? And it says to seek the light within you, which means, what does that mean? Well, maybe you've been, kind of down, and for maybe the other person, you're sort of, for you cross-watchers, that you've been feeling like negative or, God, nothing goes my way. Well, if you keep thinking like that, that's not the light. The Hermit is going to help you learn your lesson so that you can get out of and definitely get to that world where you start a brand new cycle. So the hermit is actually enlightening you to that you need to learn and able to move to this new step. And when I say when I say like you reaching a new level, it's sort of like you've done middle being a middle manager, and finally someone says, "Hey, you'd be perfect as our new COO." What? Yeah, we're a smaller firm than the firm you worked at, but you just girl. Okay, I mean it's something really, really catapulting you up to a different level. Okay, maybe even a higher quality of person that you date. Okay, let's get confirmation. This is snuck in. Uh, so remember with the three of cups and the change of the wheel of fortune, you have the Hierophant, so reversed. So I have a feeling there's been a male counterpart or a male energy counterpart who has not basically been manly. Okay, they have sort of been, and maybe this is the person that's going into hermit mode, which is why they've not gone out and about. Maybe they're just picking this up. Maybe they're finally learning some of the truths they have within themselves that they have to understand, which is why they've gone sort of deep into hermit mode. I have a feeling that family and friends are like, "What's going on with you? We never see you anymore." I think this person's trying to make changes in their life, big ones. Spirit, thank you. Interesting. Over the star card, the Six of Cups. This is a reunion card, reconciliation card, a card where, and this is very similar to a reading that I did about someone from your past coming back to you. So if you're open to it, there may be someone from your past that wants to reach out. Definitely, I'm looking as if there's definitely two opportunities that they are going to try to reach out to you. Now, you may have had them blocked. I'm not sure. Tell us more now, Spirit, the story for today's reading. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate too many cards, Spirit. One card. This is the card that we pulled when we did the break. So definitely someone from your past or even yourself was sort of acting like the bad one or like, yeah, see what I did? Or just having the wrong attitude. Okay, the Six of Rods or Wands, when it's right side up, people are yay you, they're applauding you, they are in admiration of you for those things that you've done or those accomplishments that you've completed. They really are looking up to you. When it's reversed, it's a little bit different story. They're not necessarily giving you a parade. It's sort of when someone says, "Oh, I'll just give myself a parade because I'm so good." Wow. Again, self-imposed sort of, someone's really thinking highly of themselves. Well, maybe they need to just bring it down a notch, okay? You know, being humble is really important, okay? And I don't care what high level person you are, how rich you are, how poor you are. I've seen some of the most amazing people be incredibly humble and wonderful. And some of us even know a few stars or, actors out there that have been extremely humble. Keanu Reeves, great example right there. All right, just humble as can be and not trying to do anything fancy and live his life beyond his means and gives more away to others in terms of what he needs. Okay, let us, where are we? Okay, now under this is the Ten of Wands. So again, somebody, and the Nine of Wands shows that really both you or maybe this person that you're involved in really have both separately with each other been really working on so many different things, and it's almost as if you want to throw in the towel. I'm going to suggest don't, okay? Because I see here some wonderful things coming in your immediate future. And tell me a little bit what are the things that they've been working on that has just been being told finally. I was waiting for this card to come out. The Page of Swords. So definitely there's been truth that is now in the past position. Okay, this energy is leaving now, but there's been sort of truth that someone has had to sort of realize and recognize. Okay, and what does this truth? What does this truth bring? Interesting. It brings movement. Now, This came in sort of sideways, so the movement may be very chaotic, may be really quick that you're not experiencing it, or you're not expecting it, excuse me. That it's just going to come in whirlwind, like, wait, what? Hello? Like really unexpectedly. And tell me why with the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, so there may be a change, or someone has been working on something or working on themselves. The Eight of Coins is a wonderful card of where it's almost like an apprenticeship card. You are learning new skills, learning new things. You're past the investing. Like, should I invest in this? No, you're actually already deep in working on something here. So there's definitely planning involved. More messages. My lord, did you get all four pages yet? Wow, I believe you did. So I have to look up what that means because I've never pulled all four pages. Page of Rods, again, news of an opportunity. So this is wonderful. So somebody's got something for you, okay? It could be a small gift, a small nominal gift, but they're going to be coming in quickly. And it could easily be within less than a month, okay? I mean, we're talking maybe even within 8 days, 1 week, okay? 1 day, since you have 2 aces here. Okay, so it looks like this king, or whoever this particular king is, and mind you, it's interesting that you've pulled 3 kings, and yet you have the emperor, which represents all 4 kings, reversed. So this king still has a level to go to become that emperor, perhaps, in your eyes. But there definitely, there's where there was a decision hard to make. Okay, I have a feeling that they're really starting to see the truth. They're really, especially since I see action and energy going to make that message, that there's definitely a wantingness to create something that's reciprocal. Okay, where you don't want one-sided love. If you, for example, in a relationship with somebody, you want that back and forth. And I'm not talking about yelling at each other back and forth. I'm talking about listening to one another, hearing one another. Okay, that's so important. Okay, so now, especially since it's Mother's Day, here we have the Queen of Cups. And Queen of Cups is the mother sign. So there is, and she could be a water sign. And I'm feeling that she's giving some form of advice somehow, or of course, because it's Mother's Day, she may be giving advice about this relationship that had gone sour to perhaps change it up, because I am picking up, she's really talking about the justice that you need to make this fair. You need to make this right. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's what the message is to me, to interpret that this person is, that this mother is perhaps telling this king, you got to make this right. Okay. I don't know what that means, but what does that mean? What is she trying to suggest to this king? To make the partnership work. 3 of Coins. And again, back with 3 of Coins. So this could be both a career and relationship reading of sorts. And tell us more about the truth that comes out. What is the truth, spirit, that the king wishes to share? Please, guys. Okay, we saw that before. Okay, so there was definitely some on hat that came out there. So some of the truth, I think, straight up, is that they have been sweating bullets about this unhappiness in a love relationship. Okay, that's really interesting. And what will this truth? Okay, this is interesting too. The 5 of Cups. Okay, the 5 of Cups reverse. So again, another sign of returning to be in a position of where they're willing to love again. So where the 5 of Cups right here, you have this person going, well, I have 3 spilled milks. Sorry. I don't know why I went to a different voice there, but this is what's fun. Remember, entertainment purposes only. But the person is not looking back at, like, well, I still have 2 milks, like, perfectly fresh behind me. When it's reversed, this person says, wow, you know what? All right, I can't use those 3 cups. They're spilled. There's nothing in there to make any more milk, but I have 2 full cups, golden cups right behind me that I can make many things with. So there's going to be a real sign. Here you have the money has been a big factor in all of this. I don't know why, but you have the Ace of Coins here. Here's your Empress. So this person really sees you as the Empress as well. Remember too, when it talks about business, the Empress is the best upcycler. She's the kind that she encompasses, very much like the Emperor. She encompasses all the queens. All right, your Queen of Wands, your Queen of Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. She has, I don't want to say been around the block, but her experience and her knowledge and her wisdom, she uses the intuitiveness of the High Priestess, which is the card right before her, to be able to access that and prepare to be that as a partner to the Emperor. But she is the Empress right now. So if you are said Empress, okay, let me see this so the camera can see what you're looking at. And tell us more, please. What does the king wish to? This king really wants a brand new beginning with you. That's the Ace of Cups, people. The Ace of Cups. All right, I'm getting verklempt again. What is it with me lately? I have a feeling, to me, this mother figure is going to give her grown son advice. And this advice is, do what you can to make this work if this is what you really want. This true love, it's rare. It is really rare. And it's one that sort of encompasses lifetimes, which sort of, remember I said, jokingly, the Empress goes around the block. No, but point is that she has lived many lifetimes, okay? Which is where she's able to encompass the powers of the High Priestess, which knows the unknown or that is hidden, and is able to use that information beautifully, where she has such a huge connection with nature and animals, children, art, extremely huge creativity. And the other cards over here too also mention originally creativity. So there may be something that you will not only have a relationship with this king, but there may even be a possibility of some form of business or something that you do creatively, a project that brings in success for both of you. Okay? And last but not least, anything. Okay. Judgment, bismuth. I was joking. Judgment calls. The time is now. The time is now. And they know it, because if time goes on any longer, this opportunity will not last. This will not open. It's sort of a very special time. And this is what's going to happen if they take that opportunity and all goes well. The 10 of Pentacles. This is money that surpasses family. This isn't this is not like, oh, I got an inheritance. No, this is like you're able to, 3 generations behind you will still have money that you have created today, which, we don't need, no one needs that much money, but it definitely shows a happy home perhaps with children, with family, mixed families. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it today, my cutie pies, cutie patooties that you all are. This is Lily Q from the 9ofcups.com. Check the details for all the things you want to know. I hope you're having a most wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you for the comments, and let me know if you get to have a chance to be with your mother today, and if she gave you any advice. I would love to know that. All right, toodaloo, thanks to you. I love you. Like, subscribe, hype, and more. You know the score. Toodles! Thanks for catching this latest reading of mine. I truly appreciate you spending a little time here with me. If you enjoy this style of tarot and relationship insights, let me know by leaving a comment about what resonated with you. And visit the9ofcups.com for more articles, to book private readings, explore the courses, access free community resources, and of course, shop mystical products lovingly crafted right here in Vermont just for you. It's a space designed to help you reflect, reconnect with your intuition, and love the life you design. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you, sending big blessings your way. And because tarot isn't here to simply comfort you, it's here to bring awareness and to help you see the truth with clarity. Snarky Terror Decks with Side-Eye goes live on Kickstarter March 19th. Thanks for watching, liking, hyping, and subscribing, and for supporting independent creators like myself. Toodaloo, and see you next time.